Mr. King, what do you have going here today?
This is the beginning of a new era. ATA Tennis coming back to this community after 60 years. This is our first tournament in the honor of B.J. Smith, and we're looking to expose the community to tennis on a competitive level and have the entire Tuskegee community, Macon County community, Black Belt South, Southeast, an entire community to come out and support what we're doing and to involve themselves in a healthy exercise.
So what's this agenda?
The agenda is that we are going to give the community an opportunity to see the kids training and competitively playing, and whatever adults we can get to come out and compete against one another, to show that this is fun. This is family fun. This is where our culture comes to have fun.
So this is kickoff. You're going to do what today, and when are you going to do some play?
This is our kickoff. The band is going to bring us in, and then some of our community members are going to come in and give us libations and praise, and get the ancestors to give us their blessings, because this goes all the way back to 1890, when Booker Washington first built the first clay courts here in front of the academic building, and we've been playing tennis ever since. You know.
When does play begin?
Play will begin tomorrow morning. Well, we'll start tomorrow morning with a clinic for the children at 8 o'clock, and then around about 11:30, 12 o'clock, we will break. We'll start a tournament, and then we're going to Blue Seas Restaurant to witness the raffling off of the car that we have been selling tickets to as a fundraiser for Serge Whitehead's scholarship fund. All of these things are for scholarship and for the community. We're looking to get a scholarship for some students under the name of B.J. Smith, as well as we're hoping to do a legacy for his son, so that his son doesn't have to worry about an education. He can come to the school that his father chose to come to, and you know, he loved to no end. So that's what we're trying to do here.
What do you need from the community?
We need their support, financial, as well as bodies. You know, we need them to assist us in making this happen, making sure that people know that this is what's going on, know what Tuskegee is capable of. We have created champions in the past, and we're looking to find the champions and give them an opportunity to do what they do.
Now, will all these activities be on Tuskegee campus at their tennis courts?
These are going to be, yes. These are the only courts that we have that are operating right now. However, we are looking to expand. I'm hoping that sometime in the future we will have our own academy, so that we can have a place for these young people to come and learn to do the right thing. You know.
Okay, thank you, sir.
This is just a big swole. He is the man, the hardest working man on campus. Oh, I know about that, because I'm here a lot. And he's here when the sun comes up and when the sun goes down. Turns the lights on for us so we can play in the evening, and you know, hey, without him, we wouldn't.
What you got to say for yourself?
Well, the main thing is I can't do it by myself. I got my gym staff, I got Amber over here, I got Latrice, and I have a whole staff of dedicated workers that help me out. And you know, like I say, you know, without them, I couldn't even get it done. You know, because while I'm doing this, somebody got to do that. And we have so many different activities. We got Zumba, aerobic classes, we got tennis, and we're just trying to be a part of making Tuskegee great again. You know, giving our young people something to look forward to, honoring this young man that lost his life, a different thing, and you know, just bringing this tennis tournament here to Tuskegee. You know, like I say, this is going to be the first of many, and we're just going to look and just see just who comes out, who supports, and we're going to pave the way for greatness, and that's all we can do. That's all we can do, man.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, he dares them to be great. If they're not going to be great, he says, leave us alone.
This is the return of the ATA, the American Tennis Association, when they had the Back in the day when we started playing tennis, the black schools started playing tennis, they had the United States Lawn Tennis Association. However, we weren't allowed to join that. So what happened, the black colleges got together and formed the ATA. It was finally incorporated in 1926. But in 1890, somebody called Emmett Scott, who was a secretary to Booker T. Washington, he and some of the others on campus, including Warren Logan, and Logan Hall, I think, is right behind me, who's a treasurer on campus, they put up the first tennis courts on campus. And actually, these are some of the first tennis courts in Alabama, and they were the first clay courts in any HBCU. And they formed tennis clubs in the community, and they put up actually tennis courts even at the new Johnny Andrew Hospital for the doctors and the nurses to play. They had 14 tennis courts by the time Coach Abbott came with lights. No other campus had that, and we're the first tennis program in the state of Alabama for any college, high school, any place. University of Alabama got theirs in 1940. Auburn University got theirs in 1970. We had ours in 1890.
Whoa.
And we had some of the top tennis stars, especially Ora Washington, who they called her the Queen of the Court. She was 8-time singles champion, and I'd like to see who had that. I like that that extra but also she and Lula Ballard, who was the, how can I say, the second most known colored person in America at the time. The most known was somebody called Joe Louis. But she had won 3 different championships, and then together, Lula Ballard and Ora Washington were never beaten in doubles, and they were part of the ATA. And from the beginning up into the 20s, then here came the Peters sisters, and they were called Pete and Repeat, because for 14 years they ruled the tennis court in doubles. This is before the Williams sisters. They came along in the late 30s and the 40s. And they were known by the celebrities around, you know, the Hollywood celebrities like Gene Kelly. They took pictures with them and things like that. But also, just learning, there were also, those were sisters. There was also the Jackson brothers. That was Nathan Jackson and Franklin Jackson. And Nathan was one of the top stars at first. Then Franklin took over later on, I guess like Venus and Serena. But then also they played doubles and they whipped up on people. I know 3 years in a row they were champions. So Tuskegee ruled it, and over by the between the first and second Emory, they had what they called the cradle of tennis, and everybody wanted to come to Tuskegee and play on that court because they said that was one of the best courts that they ever played on. It was another clay court, but tennis and Tuskegee go hand in hand. It started here, and this is the time to bring it back.
tennis tournament. They bring it back to Tuskegee. They had ATA tennis here years ago in the Tuskegee community. A very historic thing for Tuskegee University, at that time Tuskegee Institute. And it's always been a part of our community, especially African Americans learning and playing in tennis and become great tennis pros. Major achievements in tennis have come from the African American community. Started right here in Tuskegee. A lot of them got the experience here in Tuskegee. So Brother Larry King and some others in the community are getting people together to bring this effort back to our community, to revive tennis, particularly for young people.
What do you say to that determination of Larry King to bring this thing back alive, man?
I take my hat off to him. I really do, because he's been working at this for several years after he got back. He found whatever resources he could. He energized the community, from the council all the way down to the average citizen throughout the community knows he's working for tennis on behalf of young people, and especially enlightening us about the history of tennis here. Several years ago, probably 20 years ago, I helped bring a tennis tournament here similar to this, and we had people from all over who came to Tuskegee because they were familiar with the experience of tennis in Tuskegee. People from Atlanta, from Birmingham, from Washington, D.C., all parts of this country and New Orleans have a history of coming here and know the rich traditions of tennis, especially with African Americans in the Tuskegee community.
And it's citizens like him who's going to help to bring this city back too, isn't it?
Oh yes, it's his passion, his determination, and his understanding of our history that drives him, which also drives us, because people before us did so much here in this community.
Absolutely.
They laid foundations that we really stand on, that gave us a great start, gave us the history that we have that we can build upon. So now people are coming back to revisit the place that built a lot of that history, and we happen to be here. You get great people like Larry King, who's committed to reviving that. That just brings back that energy, that spirit, what Tuskegee was, is, and is going to be about.
What's your word to the community about whether or not they need to step up to the plate when citizens like him step out there on Front Street, man, to bring something back to us? What must we do as the people?
Chief, the key thing I can say is that we need to get involved in whatever capacity we can. I remember when he was cycling young people down to Edenville, Florida, where the director is, who's with us today. He went around the community to raise funds for it, to ask people to contribute in some kind of way or to get involved. And so we all have a role that we can play. We can get involved to help him in one capacity or another, in his fundraising or in working with these youth. I came out here and met with the youth several times. When I had a chance, I was able to make a contribution. Several people on the council made a contribution. So whatever we can do to play our part in that, we all have a role in maintaining this history, in keeping Tuskegee where it is and lifting it higher. Like I said, the foundation was laid. It's up to us to do our part, find our role, see what we can do, whatever level it is. And you see what he's doing, it's monumental. And he doesn't have a lot of resources. He has a lot of passion. He has a lot of interest. He has a lot of commitment to that history and a lot of pride in Tuskegee and what it did.
Now, you've been there for a few years. Are you still hopeful?
Of course I am. We run into a lot of challenges. You're frustrated by things that you can't accomplish right away, but I know what came out of Tuskegee. I know the people here. I know the energy that they have here. So I'm very pleased that we're able to do some things, and you're starting to see some things turn around. We're having major streets paved. We're going to be paving some others. You have people getting involved like Larry King and initiating things in the community with our youth. We have other programs that are going on. And so it's encouraging because people are doing things.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure, Chief. Anytime.